Texas Stadium, the home of the NFL champion Dallas Cowboys. It's the 12th round of the AMA Supercross Series. Hello, everybody. I'm Art Eckman along with Dave Despain. And tonight we're going to crown another champion in this wonderful facility. The 125 East Coast Riders, it's their last race. And Ezra Lusk is but one step away from realizing a dream come true.
A small step if you consider that he only has to finish 11th to lock up the championship. But such a huge step when you think about all the things that can go wrong. Nobody has crashed out of more leads in 1994 than Ezra Lusk. I don't think that'll happen. I think he'll win.
It's like graduation day for Jimmy Button, his rival, as well as Ezra Lusk, because they step up to a new level next year.
Yeah, they graduate to the 250 class. That's where the big money and the big opportunity is. And, of course, for each of those guys, what they hope to do is repeat history and accomplish what Jeremy McGrath has accomplished, the two-time 125 champion who now dominates 250.
Our broadcasting compatriot, Jerry Bernardo, spent the entire week on the road with Team Honda and Jeremy's mechanic, Skip Norfolk.
Well, about 6 hours ago, we were still at the races, sending the last fans off, and now we're sending off ourselves. We're going to pack up and head to Dallas. See, this is where the co-pilot is supposed to help during all the unloading and loading procedures. Usually, he's never around, so I tried to get the help of Jerry, our ESPN2 Motor World host. And if you notice, he's just like him. They're not around, so that leaves me to do it all. Well, fortunately, this road trip, we've been able to bring back 4 first-place trophies. Pretty fortunate. Things have been going good this year.
Hey, Skip, what's up? Got here early to help you. Wait, you're all set?
Yeah, we are. We're all set. We're ready to go. Actually,
what are we listen to, country?
Well, I'm sure you're going to want to sleep, so I cleared the sleeper out for you, so when you get in the truck,
No,
you're going to be able to go to sleep.
the whole way to you.
Oh, okay. Good.
I have things we have to talk about.
Good. Oh, this would be your side. And this is when it's going to be my co-pilot Jerry's big day to see how he does. Need to check the oil. He's in charge of oil, and he's also in charge of windshield cleaning. Racing's it's not something you do for a living, it's a lifestyle. And you live for racing, and racing's a part of your life. You've got to wake up every morning and want to make it better than it was the weekend before. We're not worthy! We're not worthy!
Remember the Alamo.
The eyes of Texas are upon you.
As the Honda trucks suck petrol off in the distance.
We are finally in Texas. I have sit still for 15 hours, not driving, skipping off all crazy.
We're unpacked. We're going to bed. See you guys tomorrow.
And as we take a look at this, what the riders have termed a cool track, but rough in the whoops.
You know, after a week on the road with Jerry Bernardo, I would think coming to a rough racetrack would be a great relief, Art. Nothing dramatically different about this layout, but the big, deep, wide-spaced hoops are going to be the treacherous part of the track.
There is room to pass as we now go to our highlights of heat number 1, the qualifying in the 250s. Swink, LaRocco, Mike Kudrowski, Lamson, Matasevich. It's Emig with the whole shot. Then going down, we've got Jason Upshaw.
And behind him, number 3, Mike Kudrowski, number 21, Jeff Matasevich. Kudrowski cannot buy a break on the starts in 1994. That's been his downfall since the very first race.
LaRocco probably feels lucky he got through the first turn the way his starts have been this year, as Emig, Lamson number 4, LaRocco number 7, and Swink running fast as they go into those whoops.
Of course, the top 4 go directly to the transfer spot, and there is the mess up on the part of number 4, Lamson, the first of several. He has a very eventful heat race here.
Swink puts the pressure on LaRocco up front.
Brian Swink riding better, I think, than we've seen him all season. He was strong last week, won a heat race. Here comes Lamson back, retakes that position. He certainly has the speed. He certainly has the determination. He just doesn't quite have the rhythm and the timing, as we'll see.
This is a very difficult track, it proved, as far as timing is concerned. Lamson trailing Swink in heat number 1. Swink was getting a lot better rhythm.
Yeah, real determined, I think. That's the thing I noticed. There's the fall down for Lamson. Just slid the front end out and tipped her over. So what? That's the second time he's been off the racetrack or on the ground, and still in contention to get the transfer spot.
Emig number 6 out on top. No wins this year. LaRocco, a fine win in Charlotte, but a very difficult race in Anaheim. Kind of took him out of the points race, and Emig went down.
Well, he tried to save it, though, didn't he? All right, we'll take another look and see how this happened. This is that rough section of the racetrack we talked about. He comes up short. See the front wheel hit the top of that jump. He wanted to get the front just over and glide it down the other side, but he was short by 6 inches, and the consequence is crashed out of the lead.
Highlights from the first qualifying heat as Emig tries to get back into that transfer spot. Todd DeHoop, number 26, right in front of him.
Desperation here for Emig. He's lost the opportunity to win it, but with the block pass and a little bit of contact, he still has the opportunity to get the direct transfer to the main event. So this is a salvage operation.
Behind DeHoop, number 3, Mike Kudrowski. Coming up from last in that first turn crash, he came pretty close to making the main event.
Meanwhile, LaRocco wins it, and Emig gets that transfer spot. Good performance for Emig, but I was impressed with Kudrowski's chart. He passed a lot of people. He's got a great deal of speed here tonight.
Kudrowski had the fastest bike in the race last week. LaRocco, Swink, Lamson go to the main event. Let's go to Jerry Bernardo now with our winner.
Mike, you were sitting in second behind you-know-who, and then he made a fatal mistake, and you jumped out front. Did you think it was going to happen, or what?
Well, actually, I wasn't sure what was going to happen. I was just going to go out there and, get used to the track, and then we kind of sit down a while before, or after practice, before heat races. So I was just getting familiar, and, to my benefit, Jeff made a mistake.
Okay, the track looks like it's eating everybody up. Has it changed much throughout the course of the day?
I think just the more times we get out here, the slipperier it gets. So it just, you got to keep your eye open because it does change every lap.
Right. Good job.
Thanks.
Qualifying heat number 2, featuring number 1, Jeremy McGrath. 2 straight wins on the season, 8 victories so far this year. Number 1 gets the whole shot, but number 19, Michael Craig, will take over first place away from Jeremy McGrath in the tough whoop section.
Jeremy's not getting through there very well, was he, Art? And that is a big story. When McGrath has problems with a section of racetrack with his incredible timing, it's a tough section. But look at Craig.
Craig pulling out in front, but Jeremy McGrath will get close enough to pass him. And a good battle behind them with Stanton, Henry, and Ward, number 11.
Well, it's a formula for excitement in any form of motorsports. You have 3 guys going for 2 positions, so that's a lot of inspiration. Stanton is the man who seems to respond to that inspiration the best. He's going really fast here.
Ward looking good on the outside, but Henry will take the shortest distance.
Different lines available on this racetrack. Early in the season, we had a lot of complaints about one-line racetracks. The organizers have responded. They've changed some of their track designs, and lo and behold, look at the kind of passing action we get here.
McGrath taking advantage of the Craig bobble to move into first place, and he'll stay there the entire heat.
Jeremy's terrific at finding another line. Even on the racetracks which the riders accused of being one-line tracks, he was able to pass a lot of people. But it's tricky finding a different place to go. See how Henry moves over? Stanton's got one line. Henry goes looking for another one, crosses underneath him, takes the low line away, and makes the pass.
Stanton, with 3 second-place finishes this year, does not have a win on the board yet, is getting very aggressive, and his rhythm is better, despite the fact he had to put his foot down there in the whoop section to regain balance. But he's taking on his teammate Doug Henry in the second qualifying heat. A nice hop, skip, and a jump, takes the corner, and moves into third place.
3 guys going for 2 spots. No surprise the 2 spots go to the factory. Hondas.
Jeremy McGrath, the fastest qualifier, having fun with the crowd with a little knack-knack action here in qualifying. Should the fastest qualifier also win the main event, the Silver Bullet Award, it's $1,000. Jeremy's already won $6,000 this year. If the fastest qualifier does not win the main event, well, it just builds up each week. Jeremy could win $4,000 additional if he wins the main tonight.
Nothing like money to motivate a young kid wanting to be a big-time Supercross star. I think he qualifies on that count, and he's certainly not short on money.
McGrath, Craig Stanton, and Henry going directly to the main event. Our Jerry Bernardo caught up with Jeremy McGrath.
All right, Jeremy, hole shot. Were you surprised when Craig snuck by you?
Yeah, actually, I was a little surprised. You know, I made a little mistake, and he got on the inside of me there. And, you know, I just sat back and kind of watched him a little bit, and then I made my move. I feel pretty good today, and I think I was pretty confident that I could pass him.
Okay, what about the main?
The main's looking good. The track's getting really slick, and, you know, it's going to take a consistent 20 laps, and I think I have it tonight.
All right, thank you, Supercross sensation.
Thanks a lot.
When we return to Texas Stadium, number 3, Mike Kudrowski and others will participate in the semifinals as they try to qualify for the main. For the 250 bikes, and it's Mike Kudrowski, who should not have too much trouble in qualifying for the main event in this one. He does have some quick riders like Jeff Matasevich and Denny Stevenson.
He's got a great starting spot right there next to the start shack. We'll see how the whole shot goes for Mike as we check out the highlights here. And I don't think he's going to be the first one there, is he?
He gets the whole shot right in front of Chicken.
Great start for Kudrowski. I thought he was going to get beat to the corner, but kept the gas on a little longer, a little harder, brake late, and he is gone out front.
It wasn't that Mike Kudrowski made a mistake or wasn't fast in the qualifying heat. He just got caught in a pile-up in the first turn.
Denny Stevenson, Mike Chamberlain, and Todd DeHoop run 3, 4, 5, and those are the transfer spots to the semifinal. So these guys may shuffle positions among them, but the key point is that they all have a chance to go to the main event.
This is one of the better performances for 95 Mike Chamberlain, who's had trouble qualifying last week. He kicks it out there like he's riding a bucking bronco. But Chamberlain has not run in a main event since San Diego.
Managed to stay on top of it there. It may not have been pretty, but it was effective. He got in front of Stevenson and stays in front of Stevenson, and now DeHoop goes to work on him as well.
We're about 30 minutes late in this qualifying day because some bees fell out of the public address system and came down on the track. They had to call a beekeeper to come in and straighten out the situation.
Guess those bees weren't ready to rock and roll when they cranked up the music this morning, eh?
Mike Kudrowski wins the semi easily, and right behind him is Jeff Chicken Matasevich. And a fine ride by number 95, Mike Chamberlain.
All alone to come home third. That is a good performance for Chamberlain. Nice to see him back in the main event. A great ride for Kudrowski.
Kudrowski, Matasevich, Chamberlain, Stevenson, and DeHoop going to the main event. Jerry Bernardo talked with MK.
Mike, you must feel a little better out there taking that win just then.
Yeah, you know, in my heat race, I went down the first turn, and, yeah, I wasn't really riding aggressive. I wasn't tracking the track, and I didn't do a lot of the jumps. So the semi kind of gave me a chance to be out front, you know, feel how it is to be out front and do all the jumps. And I rode a perfect race there, so that's what I'm looking for in the main event.
Any changes in the track since it's been ridden a little bit?
I think they graded the first turn a little bit, so you can go in there a little bit harder. It's not slippery.
How about a prediction for the main for you?
I'll be up there.
That's what we like to hear. Good job.
Thanks.
Second semifinal just underway in our highlights of action in the 250 semis, and it's Jimmy Gaddis, a former 125 West winner back in 1993, losing the lead to Larry Ward.
Ward trying to regain the form that made him so solid early in the season. He's had a couple of podium finishes this year.
Palmer, number 12, Karsten, number 40. They are in 4th and 5th. Very important position as Buddy Atnez is in front of them in 3rd. There's Karsten up on the hay bale. Keyhole, number 15, taking advantage of the situation.
Taking advantage indeed. That drops Karsten out of the transfer position and gives 5th spot to Kehoe.
Buddy Antunez, number 50, put the challenge to Jimmy Gaddis.
Gaddis doesn't look real strong to me, and that would make sense. He's been hurt since Indianapolis. Tore the muscles attached to his sternum. Hurts just to think about it. This is his first race back, and he's doing pretty well, but I don't think he's up to speed yet.
Jimmy, after winning the 125 West in '93, very successful in the Arena Cross Series earlier this year before rejoining the Supercross circuit. 44 taking the lead back against Buddy Antunez. As out in front is this man, Larry Ward. Salute the audience.
Long gone, as they say. Great ride for Ward. He was solid from the get-go.
Right behind Larry Ward was number 44, an impressive ride for Jimmy Gaddis, and then number 50, Antunez, followed by Palmer and Mike Fisher. Keyhole out for the title transfer spot. Two podium appearances here. Larry Ward.
Larry, we're just going to make it quick. Looks like some serious confidence out there. I think you started because the clickers on about the third lap.
Yeah, I do. My bike's running exceptionally well tonight. It's a little bit hard and back, and for some reason I'm hooked. It's a great feeling. It's really slick, and I was getting the power to the ground.
See the crowd on their feet for that lap jump.
Yeah, the jumps are a little slick. Yeah, I wanted to whip the part. I don't know what it looked like. It's fun, out front. We want. So
if we'll see what happens at number 11 early season hold.
Yeah, I need that. I've been getting good. I'll be happy with five finish. I'm rattling battled. I'm top five a long way. Probably in the top five. So getting only Yamaha up front.
Okay, Mike, come over my house and I'll pasta.
Sounds good.
Thanks.
And as chance qualifies also getting into Eric Keyhole back win the last chance round by Michael Jones failing to line the last couple. He's in back with the future stars of Cross, the 155 CC after these words. Suzu West, but this 17 is trying down a champ in the process.
Region tops. Here's the guy. His team. Jimmy Butt championship winning 92 and bid 93. Now gets his last.
Lusk with a 50 lead needs 11 to win the top. Is the price.
I'm pretty much always say the first always the hard. He has been races. I've been a lot of mistakes of races. Not been finishing on that, but the beginning of it is try to go out there in the smooth and the smart. Going back to a lot like because I'm still got that ride smart and work out. So nothing's changed. It goes and two wheels. We're not worried about it. The track is what usually I feel good tonight. So I'm gonna go out come with and happens as that'll be good. I'm not wishing anyone. For all friends, race, win race. Put on a good show. We come out. Just looking to go tonight and it's the championship.
Number 17 plus wins to oldies in and out of the first trying to name the championship. East versus takes place for the time this year. One West in Minneapolis took the race.
They put the additional two guys racing Eastern champion. Of course, no guys. His left. They play a spirit here tonight. All surprised when doing exactly.
Number 30 just near the we hit the end and the gate drops in the middle. Brad Pedersen from the eye. It's put the whole shot inside Brown and going Donald. No one beat was the pass off.
great way to start Supercross. How about on? He has won to life in the last races, moves, takes the lead.
Let's go is what's hot as he bangs the button in the back for the difficult motion. Brown's lead. Pedersen second. Pedersen to cut to the inside, but it's Brown lead to the lead here.
But Ezra take as a result 44 third and one from second fourth. He's in danger in terms of the death. He's definitely play at the end of the line.
Pedersen and Les and John Laskin on the Suzuki.
Ezra's going to will he go up and win this race? Can they be content to protect the point of the championship? Definitely would mix it up with pretty highly man right now.
Pedersen still in front. Button all he go out a winner as is in good to hold it from the 11th spot.
Last is the champion. Look at Butt
pushes Chad the track. Chad, wait a minute. What's on here?
Exactly why I want to mess with. He moves up, aggressive block pass through the head. He'll be unhappy.
Meanwhile, giving Ezra a good tussle. Free Rainer. Full year. I'm super. So this, but he's on the track. Has a good taking the and then six Rainer going down. Hit hard.
He's had problem fourth. You separate the braces, and I think he's. Now look at how this left foot up the foot peg out of control. Watch him reach there, and took the full around the wrist, broken. That is not sign for young Rainer, the teenager. He's hurt it.
Rainer to show in second and third. There's trouble. Here's Mike Brown. Button right in the corner. Alertly gets around. Caught up in the James Dobb.
Take another. I thought he had pretty well done. Apparently tried to cut. You've heard about how slow the front end sails and about one on his trying to avoid it.
So Jimmy Button 34 is wants to be front of the pack.
Well, Button may have happened with nothing, and then they came to him when Brown off. Here's the
second, third, and fourth. 30, Ryan 22, and to the act for the first Huffman, Sleater,
If Ezra he had trouble, or his trouble. None of these guys will be slack.
Back with more one-time action in a moment after these words. A Super Stadium Ryan to say die in number 20. And it's a 0-4. Second, third. Ezra left. James Dobb originally. And Ezra nailed down the title to find out who.
You bet he's concerned. Guys, him and work this big picture. Guys that will become because if the side around as the one torpedo he ends up and I guarantee Dobb doesn't Ezra lost championship. Season back.
Doc, grace of the brief look at who's Rusk makes his move. Ezra looks Damon Huff.
Got him. He moved away on the way. Mine doesn't work. Like Ezra. Exactly. If he's good, better not be. He ought to by a hay. Let him go. Then get back. He's gotten it for James Tennant and a couple times. Tough spot. Acer, you don't. He's kind of
Button has taken the in fight. Big lead in the pack. Dobb inside. Huffman and wheel 4 third.
Let's see if he tries to shove it in. Small.
He's got a piece of it. That's dangerous.
Underneath him. Contact with one. But to Lusk gets maybe up away. Uses it. He's got the handle champion. Mine. Gotta be concerned. Hoffman again. Reason.
Left, right. Then had near to Minneapolis. Surprised he had a better choice. More. One from Texas.
He has AMA 5 cross winning championship and bringing us to get one bite. Dealer.
Sensitive. Is this a tiger? Nothing costs.
Yeah. A service. Frosted flakes cost 30. Tony. Tiger. Stripe it. Tail. Hell on it. 30 cents. Big part of the value. With Kellogg. Hey, let's hear it. Well, the one says Ezra down. The champion. Damon Huff leader. 20. Move up. Goes. The dangerous. Luskin. Another look. Is up. Hucking down. Cuts across. Wheel. Trying to get into the block. Right there. The prize. Here, miss. Roll. Arrow. There. Huffman number. Ezra. Hey. What? Ezra. Oh. Remember it. Everybody. You're the coming up on the lines. Dob. On to sec. Fight the Huffman. He really out around. One of the guys from the champion. Fifth coming into the distance. The end of land. He just on the scene. His Jeep. Supercross. Billion size of Dob battling. Russ. What's he? Well, it ain't anymore. Page, to the end. One big block with Con. Now he's thick up. Charge. Second. He's not beat. This is doing early. What's behind? What is it? Ryan, and he hard. Tough. On two much. Young. Lost his here. It's just called Cam. He's furry. Final. As Jim in front. Three, yellow. 1, 2. Number 20. Finished. Sheer has season. Second place.
Alaska, Harms, 2 or 3, on Huff. Weird.
30 to go out. 120 with a victory. The entire was sing as all had four finishes. Settling down, victory. It's been a good. But wanted the chance. He closed. He fits better. Next year when he's class, he's good. Great come button who's on the ground. Needed season. Relax, family. As in the Eastern, it's a dream for this young Bainbridge. 16. Signed on with a lot of people would immediately ship there. Congrats. As we're saying, you're gonna feel that. Your time. Keys on, and key back, dash to take. Bernard, champion.
It was for you. A little bit, diddle, in the middle, champ. Yeah, guys, start calm down, into a little there, out there. I just tried to ride on, ran it, so I held up, and then smooth, and most of all, championship. I was gonna design this champion. Well, you know, I figured the lead for the championship. Was it up there? So work my way up. You make it there and on Ray. Champion. And he's not. He's getting better and stick with career together. I'm not afraid. He's not afraid. Great. Oh, him, he cheer. It's everything. My parents, Fox Ray. Really help me. Just couldn't have did it.
Here's the east with Brown in fifth. Huffman 8 point leads. Tough day. Go to Jimmy.
Talking a D there. I bless. That kid. No, we get nothing. Last week, I've got a problem. This is my last race, and winning the tonight, championship. You know, I start with them, and I cheer. What's up? Great. It's pointing, but night, five, number one, with that, play, lag goes off, real can shake, many big miss, podium every wood. That's what I tip, and chip.
Look at the face. It tells the Huffman, flashy with we'll be back the action in a flag. And the gate drops. It's Emmy Stanton, a good break from the gate. They're in the middle. Ward on the outside. McGrath behind Emmy. He's praying he doesn't go down. And over the hay bales is Michael Jones. He's got to get out of the way. They're coming back.
Wow. Jones Huffman back out of harm's way. Looks like his arm was hurt, but he jumps right back on, fires it up, rejoins the fray.
McGrath third. Number 5, Stanton fourth, as Emmy and Craig right out in front. Emmy got the whole shot, but Craig tries for him on the corner.
Jeremy looked like he was going to get the whole shot. He ran a little wide in the first turn. That let the Yamahas get out in front. So now it's the two Hondas trying to catch up.
And hallelujah, a good start for Mike Kudrowski, who's behind Stanton, number 3.
Kudrowski running fifth as Michael Craig takes over the lead from Jeff Emig and immediately opens it up, and here comes Jeremy right after him.
McGrath, where he wants to be, out of trouble right now. It's Emig. A little bit of slip there as it's getting slippery. Craig, Emig, McGrath, Stanton, Kedrowski, the order as they head toward more difficult territory. Craig going wide. Emig slipping underneath. Whoa, not much room, but Craig comes through.
Michael Craig with a great start here. Remember, this is the guy who was going to go have shoulder surgery after Charlotte and be out for the rest of the year. Passed on the surgery and has done a great job since.
Certainly likes this harder packed soil now as McGrath goes for Emig and slips inside him. The whoops. Emig, though, not giving up.
Clean, no contact. You always worry when these two guys get together. They don't like each other. They crash together. But this time it's all on the up and up as McGrath goes for second.
Kedrowski, number 3 now, making a charge on Stanton. And he cuts inside of number 5 on the turn. Lots of room if you have the right technique on this course.
Kedrowski's going really fast. This evening started badly for him, but he has gathered it back up, won the semifinal to get to the main, got a good start for a change, and he's a contender this evening.
Interesting. Emig backing off of Jeremy McGrath in that corner.
Top 4 pretty tight. I think Emig was just trying to set up for the double jump, and in order to do that, sometimes you got to go slow to go fast. I think that's what Emig was doing right there.
Jeremy McGrath, though, is putting the heat on number 19, Michael Craig.
And we've seen that before. Craig's led on, 3 different occasions this year and been run down by McGrath and passed on 2 of them. The other occasion, of course, was Tampa, where Craig went on to win the race.
McGrath stalking Craig. In the last race, Craig got rattled with Jeremy breathing down his neck.
Yeah, and he admitted it afterward. He said he looked back, he saw him coming, and he just he knew he was in trouble and fell apart. So will he do that again tonight? The more times you do that, the less time you're likely to crack. That time he certainly didn't crack, and he didn't look back either.
In the battle for 6th and 7th, Doug Henry, Larry Ward, Ward number 11.
And they're not far behind Jeff Stanton, the 5th place man. Chicken Matasevich, on the other hand, is chasing them from 8th. Pretty good race.
And LaRocco, another horrendous start, is in 9th. Out in front, Michael Craig getting the challenge for number 1, Jeremy McGrath. Cuts inside, and McGrath now in the lead.
I think Jeremy figured that out the lap before when he went through there. He had a notion the lap before, figured he could do it anytime, and so he saved it, and there you see Craig making a bobble.
And Emig moves into 2nd place, Craig 3rd, and here comes Mike Kedrowski. Kedrowski is going over the whoops better than anyone, Dave.
And Craig has indeed fallen apart here for the moment when Jeremy went past, just like before.
Yellow flags waving. Red cross flag is out, so no jumping as Cliff Palmer took a hard fall.
Palmer's down in the bottom of those whoop-de-doos, hit his head pretty good.
McGrath leads. Kedrowski the fastest bike on the track.
This ESPN
has moved up considerably from 9th. He is battling now for 5th. Can number 7 pull it off? Yes, he does, getting around Stanton.
Of course he can. He does it every week, Art. He starts about 12th or less, and he works his way back to the front. Mike LaRocco is a passing people kind of a guy.
Dave, he's turning 58-second laps. That is 2 seconds better than Jeremy McGrath, the leader.
Pretty remarkable. To do that in this kind of traffic is very remarkable.
Michael Craig is not that far away in 4th position as LaRocco just blitzing those difficult whoops.
They've got a good line through there, good timing, good rhythm, just kind of skimming the tops of them. That is the key, but it's very hard to do.
Stanton not letting him get too far away as they go through the jump section now. LaRocco, though, has got his plan already set for Craig, I have a feeling, over the finish line jump.
As you watch LaRocco, the thing he does well is just focus on the guy in front of him. Take him one at a time and drive right through him. Don't mess around with anybody. When you get to him, pass him, get on with your business.
And there's an example. Look at the acceleration, too, with LaRocco there once he got the edge on Michael Craig. From 12th now to 4th in 8 laps with still 12 laps to go in this race.
Now, those motorcycles are pretty good. I mean, the Kawasaki's have been tough all year long. We've said repeatedly that if they started the races up where everybody else starts, they'd win every week. Well, maybe not every week. Let's give Jeremy a little credit. But, I mean, the point is it's a good bike.
LaRocco in 4th. Out in front, McGrath, Emig, and Kedrowski are going at it right now. 6 and 3. Emig is number 6. Kedrowski has been riding very smooth on this difficult and slippery track. Cuts inside. MK looking for 2nd. Can't get it this time.
Gee, I thought he had that pulled off, but he didn't quite, so he tries it again in a different section of the racetrack, and this looks like it's going to work.
Kedrowski moving into second place. Emig held him up for quite a while, and Jeremy McGrath has got an edge on him. We'll see if he can pick up his time.
Well, Jeremy's right there in his sights. It's not that big a lead, but based on what we've seen all season, you just don't go run down Jeremy McGrath. That just doesn't happen.
Give you an idea of the speeds that Jeremy McGrath took over first place, running a 1 minute, 1 second lap. They are now turning laps at around 59, 58 seconds, especially when you take into consideration number 7, whose sights right now on number 6, Emig. LaRocco has got the push on. He wants a podium spot.
He didn't have much problem with the last Yamaha team rider that he encountered. Let's see how he'll do with Emig here. Again, LaRocco just doesn't wait for people. He goes by.
Emig looking back. Cuts to the inside. Good move by Jeff Emig.
Same move that Kedrowski attempted, and Emig countered the same way. Then they came to this section, and that was where Kedrowski made the pass. LaRocco is going to not get the job done.
LaRocco, though, not doing anything stupid either and trying to force the action there. He wants to make sure he makes the podium. A big difference from the beginning of the year.
Well, these guys have collided a couple of times this year, haven't they? So they may give each other a little extra room, knowing that neither of them is inclined to back off in a tight situation. It's great to come through the track if you don't want to end up on the ground.
And off the foot peg. LaRocco having difficulty now with the whoops. And Jeff Emig, he's slipping and sliding and giving another break to LaRocco.
Boy, they're on the edge. They each want that spot, and they're both right out there where you kind of skip along and you think maybe you got it under control, but it's never a sure thing.
And LaRocco takes the inside move for third place now.
Emig made the last mistake, and the result is LaRocco gets the spot.
McGrath the leader, but look out. We'll be back in a moment. LaRocco trying to put pressure from the third place position. Out in front, Jeremy McGrath, and look at where Mike Kedrowski is. He's picked up a lot of slack. We've got the scene set for a tremendous finish of this race.
I'm very impressed that Kedrowski has caught Jeremy McGrath, the fastest man in Supercross, and maybe the fastest man in Supercross history. Jeremy's been a little tentative, perhaps, a little tight. He just doesn't seem to have quite the perfect rhythm. Kedrowski's got a shot at him, although it is a long shot.
Must be nice to be out in front, and it's not your best ride.
That is a measure of Jeremy's greatness. See how the foot kind of dragged off the foot peg there? His rhythm is off. Got him.
Yes. Here comes number 3. Mike Kedrowski into the lead now. It'll be interesting to see what Jeremy tries to do in coming back. This is not an easy track to come back on.
We talked about Lusk's strategy earlier when the championship was on the line. Consider Jeremy's situation here. Do you try to go back and attack him and win this race, or do you just sit on the point lead? Tough call.
Kedrowski always good in the whoops. Jeremy picks up the action, though, is right on his rear tire.
I'll tell you, this is going to be interesting. It's going to be exciting because I think Jeremy will go after him.
That would be his competitive nature. Here's the finish line jump area. White flag, and Jeremy bumps into Mike Kedrowski, sends him wide, regains the lead here on the final lap. Let's see what Kedrowski can do as they come up on the lappers.
For all the runaways that we've seen this year with Jeremy McGrath, we come down to Dallas in a terrific two-man battle in traffic on the last lap. Look out.
Jeremy McGrath in front of Mike Kedrowski. But we've got the whoops to go yet as they both pass Henry, number 8.
Let's hope the lappers stay out of the way. See him getting the blue flag. It's 1 and 3. Those are the two guys you want to worry about. Look at LaRocco. He's caught him.
Kedrowski, though, he gets the line he wants. Kedrowski. He moves in with a slight lead off the whoops, and Jeremy goes flying in toward the mechanics area. Kedrowski had to go into the hay bale. LaRocco has passed the two of them. It will be a Mike LaRocco victory. Incredible finish.
Unbelievable. McGrath went after him. There's LaRocco taking the checkered flag. Jeremy took a huge chance on the last lap and paid the price. He was limping when he got up. I hope he's not hurt.
LaRocco's second victory of the season. Another look at this unbelievable move.
Kedrowski had the fast line. Jeremy tried to use him as a berm. High-sided, hooked his knee. That was ugly. You take a chance with the series championship when you do something like that. He's back on the bike and apparently okay.
And still 3 more races to go. He does not have the championship cinched, that's for sure. Jeremy McGrath taking a calculated risk. this man made the race happen.
33,500 people are on their feet cheering the two guys who laid it all on the line in the last turn of the last lap. Kedrowski came up second.
McGrath a third, Emig fourth, and Larry Ward, the top privateer, with Stanton taking a sixth and the chicken in seventh. Kehoe nailing down to 10th. Well, here's the reaction we were waiting for. It's all smiles as they shake hands. Jerry Bernardo talking with our winner.
That was probably the most exciting finish. You were sitting in the catbird seat, and you ended up on top. How'd it look from your point of view?
It looked good, actually. What happened exactly what I was hoping to happen. I just came back. I came from a long ways back, and I fiddled around with Emig too long. And, you know, those guys have a little bit of edge on me that I wasn't quite making up. So, yeah, I just hung back, and hopefully something happened, and it did.
Yeah, you're making a habit of winning. It's kind of goofy how you ended up there, but you're strong, and you deserve a win. How do you feel about that?
Well, right now, I'll take it any way I can get it, so I'm not going to say sorry or anything.
That's cool. Good job, Mike.
Thanks.
Moving right down the line, I didn't mean to, you know, curse you or anything. You said you were going to be there, and, man, I don't know what the heck was going on, but you tell me.
Yeah, you know, I got up in the second behind Jeremy, and you know, he was riding pretty smooth and pretty fast, and I was just trying to keep consistent. You know, at the end of the race, I knew I'd be stronger, and he made a mistake, didn't jump the triple, and I got by, but maybe I was riding a little too cautious, or he was riding more aggressive, and he got me back, and then through the whoops, I said, I'm either going for it or falling down, you know, and went through it, and I had him, and he just went inside of me and caught my front wheel and just looped his bike out, so, you know, I almost had the win.
That was a spectacular crash. Happened right in front of all the mechanics, and then it was like everybody was like holding their breath because you were up on top of the jump and Jeremy was down.
I think I could have pulled off the win if I wouldn't have hit the hay bales, but I hit them and got tied up in those.
Well, you said you were going to be there. Good job, I guess.
Thank you.
Psycho motorcycle racing.
Team Kawasaki. Woo!
Jeremy McGrath leading in the points race by 50 points. The real race is for second with a 1-point advantage for Mike LaRocco.
Okay, Jeremy, a little air of disappointment on your face. You were out there roosting, and then super-duper thrills and chills wipeout. What happened out there?
Yeah, Mike got a little close to me, and, you know, I got to say, it was pretty hot out there, so I was probably winded a little bit, but, you know, he put good pressure on me. I apologize for running into him, but, you know, that's what you got to do to win, and, you know, I'm sure he'll do it back to me someday.
Was that a climactic finish right there? You guys totally wiped out in front of everybody in the mechanics, and then it was like, who can scramble to their feet the fastest?
Well, I think he passed me in the whoops, and then I kind of, at the end, I felt that I had a little more drive than him, and that's why I went inside, and, you know, he wasn't letting off, and I wasn't going to let off. I wasn't going to give it to him, so I made him earn it.
Still got 50 points in the lead.
You know, I'm sitting in a comfortable lead. It was kind of probably a stupid chance to take, but, you know, I want to win every race I can and, you know, do it for Honda.
All right, thanks.
Thanks a lot.
Jeremy McGrath, Dave, showing his competitive spirit, but that's got to scare the Honda crew.
Well, it's very, very difficult to race for a championship. Championships are hard to come by. Look at what we saw tonight. Ezra Lusk, when it came down to it, went for it. Jeremy McGrath, when it came down to it, went for it. Lusk won the championship. Jeremy will eventually win the championship. When in doubt, go for it.
LaRocco has lost races with bad luck. He'll take this one here tonight for his second victory of the year. Art Eckman for Dave Despain and Jerry Bernardo will come to you next from the Seattle Kingdom.